We welcome you with outstretched arms. Have you changed your mind, outsider? Do you want to speak with Tree Father Birch? I was hoping you'd say that. Please proceed inside.
You have no idea how overjoyed I am to see you. Normally, outsiders are forbidden inside Oasis, but he has made an exception. We no longer use devices like that. We cast our technology away many years ago. Everything you see around you, from the tallest tree to the smallest blade of grass, is a gift from him. He is the one who grows, he is the one who gives, and he is the one who guides. No one speaks his name out of reverence for his majesty. Thanks to him, the tree minders have a home. I would have preferred that he made the introduction, but I understand your hesitation. The Great One is a god tree. A living, breathing, speaking god tree. The tree minders are blessed to have this being watch over us. I don't expect you to understand everything you see here. After all, you carry the taint of technology upon you. Tree minders shun technology and embrace nature. All technology has brought the world is violence and death. Listen, my friend. I will forgive your insolent tone because he has asked to see you. But make no mistake, if you wish to cause trouble here, we have the means to defend ourselves. You have much to learn about patience, my friend. However, you are correct. I will get to the point. As you approached Oasis, he said you were coming, and I was sent out to meet you personally with a request. He wishes to meet with you. You'd be the first outsider to do so in a very long time. To meet him, you must undergo the ceremony of purification. Once that's complete, you'll be able to speak to him. Whenever you're ready, we may begin. I'm afraid not. No one gets to see him without first drinking the sap from the basin here in the pavilion. The sap will purify your mind and body of anything harmful that could possibly hurt him. Other than that, there's nothing more to the ceremony. Very good. Take your place in front of the basin, and let's begin. We will now recite the blessing to ward off any harm the outsider may be carrying before he proceeds to the grove.
I bid you depart, agents of destruction, to the power of his divine will.
Leave our homes and bodies immediately. Live no longer in them, but pass over into places where you can harm no one.
In the name of his frondescence, I call his wrath upon you, so that wherever you may go, you bear it with you.
And, diminishing from day to day, you may disappear, except where you serve the health and good purposes of mankind, may no trace of you be found.
All this, may he be so good as to grant us, who is to come to judge the living and the dead, and the world by his verdure.
Amen. Soon, you will pass peacefully into sleep, outsider. And when you awake, you will witness his glory firsthand.
Glad to see you're finally awake. I can't believe they made you do that stupid ceremony. They listen when I talk, but they don't hear. You know what I mean? Where? You mean in here? Nah, it's just me and Herbert. He's the tree. We're old pals. The best of buddies. And we know each other. Inside and out. Literally. Well, his name's really Bob. I think it's funny to call him Herbert, but I don't think he thinks it's that funny. Not very bright, are you? Bob, that's the tree. Used to ride around on top of my head. Sunk his roots right in there. You know? Well, eventually he got bigger than me. And then I pretty much ended up inside. Yes. Perhaps it doesn't even matter anyway. Forget I mentioned it. Yes, you're right, of course. Of course, I completely agree. Or I guess we completely agree, huh? Huh? Me and Bob, that is. I had you brought in here to ask a very simple favor. Would you please kill me? I wish it was that simple. No. No. There's only one way you're gonna be able to do this for me. Now, how exactly am I supposed to do that? I can barely move anymore. Thanks to Bob, I'm obviously not going to be doing anything for a very long time. I used to carry those pesky caps a long time ago, but I think my pockets are in those shrubs over yonder. I'm pretty sure the caves below me are full of all kinds of nifty gizmos you can take on your way to my heart. Help yourself. Oh, no, don't worry about them. When you decide to go down there, I'll have a little chat with Birch and the rest of the gang. They usually don't understand a word I say, but I'll make them come around. How to put this? I've been feeling rather spread out lately. I think Bob's kinda shoved my insides around some. It's hard to tell where everything is, but it's always that way with one's insides, isn't it? Anyway, I believe Bob's carried some of my organs into his root system. I want you to go underground and destroy my heart. You will? Oh, you made us so happy. Oh, isn't that right, Bob? Just give me a little time to say goodbye to good old Bob, and then I'll be ready. No, Herbert is the tree. Bob is his real name, but I call him Herbert, 'cause I think it's pretty funny. But I'm still in here too. What's left of me? The name's Harold.
And I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong. Why else would he have called for an outsider's assistance?
The outsider is here to deliver us from our enemies, to keep this place safely locked away from the Wasteland, not to exploit us.
How can we preach about peace when all you want to do is keep his gift all to ourselves? That's not what he would want.
If we allow the spread of this miracle to continue, we're putting him in jeopardy. I can't allow that. I won't allow it.
Once again, my husband, we are at an impasse. I suggest we speak to the outsider.
Agreed. Why else would the outsider have been allowed into the grove? Perhaps it's a test. Yes, that must be it. I know why you're here, and despite what my wife thinks, I know you'll do what's best for Oasis. After all, he chose you, and he would never want to put us in harm's way. Oh, he's testing you now, just like he tested us. He wants to see if your faith is strong by spinning these incredible stories. Who else but a god could produce all of this? Don't worry, you'll soon see things as I do. Yes, I've been pondering that riddle myself for some time now, and I think I know what he's trying to tell us. The Great One's influence is growing, and soon it will break free of the confines of this secluded vale. We can't allow Oasis to call attention to itself like that. It would be the end of him. If the same sap that you drank to purify yourself could be applied to his heart, it should stop the spread. I can promise you no harm would come to him. That's all I ask of you, outsider. Nothing more, nothing less.
I love Birch, but sometimes I think he doesn't see the big picture. The spreading of his influence is not a curse. It's a great miracle, a benefit meant for the entire Wasteland. Of course we do. He yearns to share his miracles with the whole world, to give the gift of life back to the dead Wasteland. It's upsetting him to no end, but Birch can't see the pain it's causing. But now that you're here, I have a feeling the winds are about to change. I heard what my husband wanted you to do. What I propose is an alternative. The same person that created the sap also created this liniment. If you can reach his heart, it will assist him in making his influence increase. Instead of centuries, the wasteland will become green in mere decades. Just imagine how glorious that would be.
Welcome, outsider. Welcome to Oasis. The Great One is dead, slain by your hand. Don't worry, I hold no grudge towards you. You'll have to forgive my people at a time like this, outsider. They aren't used to being so lost. And for once, I don't have the words to help them. Your words sting, outsider. Normally, I'd have cast you from this place for such a statement, but my eyes have been opened. Before you reached his heart, he imparted his last words to me. He told me about his will to die and how I mistook this for some mystical sign. How could I have been so blind? How could I have misled all these people? Perhaps if I had spent more time getting to know him, things would have turned out different. Your words carry no remorse, no caring. I'm at a loss as to how this place failed to open your eyes, but more importantly, to open your heart. Go now, outsider. Go, and never look back. Look out!
Sir, I am on the lookout. Ready to die for your country, you commie son of a bitch!
Go now, outsider. Go, and never look back. Stop, thief!
Stop right there, criminal scum! Nobody breaks the law on my watch! I'm confiscating your stolen goods. Now pay your fine, or it's off to jail.